guys, welcome back to the Wood and Metal Workshop. I'm Kent. We've got a quick little project today, but I'd like to say thanks for viewing to all our new viewers, and thanks for coming back to all our old viewers. Some time ago I mentioned that we needed new handles for the drill press. So I dug through my stock and I came up with some nylon knobs that have a steel insert, 3/8 16. So I've got some threaded rod, 3/8 16, which is perfect. Only problem that we ran into is that the screw-in part of the screw-in part on the drill press is 7/16 14. Now if you had a lathe, this would be a really easy project to do. Make some handles, put some threads on both ends, and away you go. All you need is some round rod. In this case, I don't have a lathe yet. I'm working on that. So what we're going to make is something to attach our 7/16 14 and our 3/8 16, and it's going to look something like this. This is the first one, prototype. Got to nip it off right here, and this one will be done. But we'll go through the steps here on how I came up, how to make this, and so give me a few seconds to get this one cut off and get set up, and we'll show you how to go ahead and put this together my way. All right, well, this is what we're using for our shaft to connect the two. It's a piece of 1/2" stainless steel tube. Don't remember what the wall thickness is on it right off the top of my head. It's just sized just to slide over our 3/8 16 rod. And for our first step, we need to tap the end of this hole so we can screw in our 7/16 14. So I'll start with a little anchor lube here. Make the cutting a little bit easier. To hold this rod, I made sure I had enough. These pieces are only 5.5 inches, so I made sure I bought a piece long enough. And holding round stuff, especially stainless steel, without marring it's really difficult. So what I did is that I just flattened that end in the vise so it won't spin on me. So let's go ahead and get our start here. We don't need full depth threads for this. We just want it to be fairly straight when we start. That ought to be plenty of thread to hold what we need to hold. That anchor lube does a wonderful job of keeping our tool lubed up. So next off, we got to measure it for length and get it cut here. So we'll do that next. To cut it for length, I'm just going to use the first one as my guide. Make our mark there. By the way, this is the prototype all finished off with the knob on it. Should work just great for a drill press handle. Okay, there it is cut off. I'm just going to take it over to the grinder, do a quick spin around that, and we'll get it set up for the next part. Yeah, I believe it comes out 1.5 inches. Yep. So now we know what to do on our other one. So need to let that cool off for a minute and get that cleaned up. Also got to clean up the other end on this one, so I'll run over to the grinder, get those cleaned up, and actually this end doesn't really need to be cleaned up, so just this one. So be back in a moment as soon as this is cooled down and I get the end cleaned up. Alright, we just need to get this end cleaned up and get this screwed together. So, little shout out to Eric O over at South Main Auto, channel I recently found. I'll put a link down in the description for it. If you like automotive stuff, he does great walkthroughs on repairs and diagnostics. And after watching Eric O's South Main Auto channel, I got to get myself a lift, and somehow I'm going to have to justify it to myself, but I'm going to have to get a better code reader scanner. Looking at the Autel, Snap-on's just, the Snap-on Versus is just out of my realm and price range. I wouldn't use it nearly often enough, but the Autel I might use often enough, and even if I don't, it'd still be a cool tool to have in the shop. And as you guys might have noticed by now, I like tools, and not afraid to spend money to make sure that I have the right stuff to do the job properly. So so shout out to Eric with the brake clean, and let's get this cleaned up. So I'm just going to clean any of the gunk off of here. Any oil and grease and whatnot. Don't worry guys, this isn't getting welded on, so shouldn't be an issue. And then same with the threads here, we're gonna give it a little bath. And a little high strength thread locker. Now it's still got a sharp edge on here, so I'm just going to use a towel to finish tightening that up so I don't cut my finger. Now I got something to hold it once that cures, got something to hold it so I can go ahead and grind that end smooth so it'll go in. So while we're waiting for that, we'll get this other end done. It's pretty simple. We're going to slide it in, take our marker, got about 5/8 of an inch there, so we'll just make a mark about 5/8 of an inch here. Keeping some of these sizes of threaded rod around are, in my opinion, is a great idea. It comes in handy for all kinds of stuff. Okay, I'm just going to go round that off so the nut will screw on there, and I'll be right back. Alright, got this all cleaned up. So now we just have to have a way to hold it in here. I'm going to test my knob, make sure my knob screws on. Don't want to get too far ahead of myself here. There we go, that screws on. We got here some JB Weld. Got a piece of cardboard here, something to mix it up on. Okay. Okay, this is all set. I got a little burr here still. It's cooled off now. Loctite has not set yet, so I'll give that a little more time. How I'm going to fasten this in here is with good old-fashioned JB Weld. Just got a piece of cardboard to mix it up on. This is another thing I like to keep around the shop. It comes in handy for all kinds of little projects like this. Evidently this one's been leaking. Oh, that's because it's broken in half. Looks like it might be time to buy a couple of new tubes. Equal parts of both. Wipe my fingers off here. Alright, so then we just need to shove some of it down in the tube. If you didn't want to use so much threaded rod on this, you probably could just screw the knob on, apply your JB Weld and slide it in there. You wouldn't have to use such a long piece of rod, but I've got plenty of it, so I'm just going to spin it right down in here. Some more in here. Once you get it nicely spread around, you can feel it in there. It's got some tension. I'm going to pull that up a little bit. Spread a little bit more on here. Mix it up, might as well use it up. There we go. We're just going to set that aside to dry. We'll get this last one made up. And when that's all cured, I don't throw this away right away. I'll hang on to it. That way I can tell when this is cured, what's in there should be cured. So, just a little tip for you, I guess. Here it is, ready to be. I'm going to wait for it to finish setting up, and then bring it back when they're all mounted up on the press. Got one more to make. So, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoy your day, and just a quick little project in the shop, something that takes half an hour or so on a Saturday afternoon.